Hello everybody, Mr. Rubo here, and today we are looking at topic 1.2, rates of change, and we're going to start off with the average rate of change between any 2 points on the graph of a function is the slope through those points. So finding the average rate of change, or average rate of change, which we'll abbreviate AROC, you've done it before. It is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, so in general, there's two steps. The first step is find the y values, because in general, they will give you the two x values. You need to find the two y values of the outputs of the function, and then find the slope between those 2 points, and that right there is how you find average rate of change. So we're going to do a couple examples, and really actually just one example, because I think after one you'll have no problem with this. So it says find the average rate of change of the following function on the given interval. So we have this function here, negative x cubed plus 3x, and we are finding it on this interval from -2 to -1. Nice little interval notation there. So what we have to do first is we have to find our two y values, because these are our x values. We have x1 and x2. We don't have our y's. Well, we need to find them. So let's do that. So let's substitute in -2. Be careful with negatives here. So -2 to the third, well, that would be -8. But then there's an extra negative there, so this is 8, and then that's 3 times -2 is -6. And that would mean that our first y value is 2. So here's that first coordinate point. So there's x1, y1. And now let's do the same thing with -1. So we're going to go f of -1 equals, and again, just be careful with your negatives here. So -1 to the third is -1, but we have an extra negative, so that's +1. That's going to make that -3. 1 minus 3 is -2. So our second point is -1, comma, -2. Okay. And then once you have those, now we go ahead and do the average rate of change. Yes, it doesn't really matter which one you call x1, y1, x2, y2. For the sake of just the order I wrote it in, I'm going to do -2 as my y2 minus y1, and then that makes this x1. I'm sorry, x2, and then that makes that x1. And again, just be careful with negatives. That's going to be the most common mistake. The numerator is -4. Denominator is 1, because that's like plus. And that simplifies to a lovely -4 as our average rate of change. Okay, so again, that key is find those y values. Then you have your two coordinate points, and then it's just y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And there you go. All right, have a fantastic day, everybody.